What if I told you that traveling at nearly the speed of light isn't just impossible because of infinite energy, but because the universe itself would instantly burn you alive? You'd be dead before you could even blink. In fact, light speed is a literal death sentence, and today I'm going to prove it. I'm Thrix, and you're watching Thrixmind, where we tear apart science myths and uncover the mind-blowing truths hiding in plain sight. In the next few minutes, you'll discover why the cosmic microwave background, the faint afterglow of the Big Bang, transforms into a lethal gamma-ray wall the moment you try to approach light speed. We'll explore the relativistic Doppler effect like you've never seen it, connected to real cosmic ray killers, and by the end, you'll understand that the speed of light isn't just a speed limit, it's a death trap. Sound intense? Good. Let's dive in. We've all imagined it, zipping across the galaxy at light speed. According to relativity, time slows down for you as you accelerate. You could reach distant stars in a human lifetime. But there's a catch. You see, the universe isn't empty. Space is filled with radiation left over from the Big Bang, the cosmic microwave background. Right now, those photons are harmless microwaves, just 2.7 degrees above absolute zero. But they won't stay harmless for long, because speed is about to turn them into something monstrous. Stay with me, because what comes next will flip your understanding of motion. Here's the twist. The relativistic Doppler effect and the headlight effect conspire. As you speed up, the universe ahead of you contracts, and those photons get blueshifted. Their wavelengths shrink, their energy skyrockets. Think of it like running through a gentle rain. At walking speed, it's just droplets. But if you run at hypersonic speeds, every droplet hits you like a bullet. Now replace rain with photons and bullets with gamma rays. The CMB photons pack a tiny punch, about 0.0006 electron volts. But if you travel fast enough, the Doppler factor becomes enormous. At 99.9999% light speed, those photons become soft X-rays. At 99.999% C, gamma rays with millions of electron volts, like standing inside a nuclear reactor. And it gets worse. Just wait until you see what happens to the intensity. But energy alone isn't the killer. The relativistic headlight effect beams all those blue-shifted photons straight into your face. As you approach light speed, the radiation that was once spread uniformly across the sky is now focused into a blinding death beam dead ahead. Like a cosmic laser pointer aimed at your ship, the flux increases by roughly the square of the Doppler factor. The result? Even if just a few photons were dangerous, now you're bathing in a torrent of them. This isn't just theory. In particle accelerators, electrons moving near light speed see the lab's magnetic fields as intense gamma-ray beams. Nature has already shown us this effect. So you're not just getting a gentle sunburn, you're being hit by a wall of nuclear fire. And this isn't a theoretical curiosity, it's already killing cosmic particles across the universe. Meet the Greisen-Zatsepin-Kuzmin limit, or GZK limit. Ultra-high energy cosmic rays, protons zooming through space, are literally destroyed by the CMB when they exceed a certain energy. If a proton goes too fast, the CMB photons in its frame become gamma rays energetic enough to smash into it and create new particles, sapping its energy. It's the same death sentence. The universe's background glow acts like a galactic brake pad. This is why we don't see cosmic rays above 50 quintillion electron volts from far away. They can't survive the trip. The oh my god particle in 1991, traveling so close to light speed its foot was on the cosmic accelerator, should have interacted within tens of millions of light years. Nature herself is telling us, cross this threshold and you die. So what does this mean for our interstellar dreams? So how close can you get? Calculations show that at just 99.9999% light speed, the CMB produces a radiation dose of about 10,000 sieverts per second, lethal in less than a millisecond. As you wouldn't just be fried, Your atoms would be shattered into subatomic confetti. Even lead shielding would become instant plasma. This reveals a practical speed limit. You can't exceed roughly 99.9999% C without vaporizing, even if you had infinite energy. The universe's own light speed loophole is a death ray. It's not just a barrier of energy, it's a barrier of survival. So the dream of zipping to Andromeda in a day, dead on arrival. But wait, there's a bonus horror most people completely overlook. What most miss, and this is chilling, is that those gamma rays don't just stop at frying you. High-energy photons above 1.022 mega-electronvolts can spontaneously convert into electron-positron pairs in the presence of a nucleus, or even in the vacuum of space if the intensity is high enough. Your ship becomes a breeding ground for antimatter instantly in the forward hull. The positrons annihilate with electrons, creating a cascade of more gamma rays, amplifying the trap. So the death sentence isn't a one-shot, it's a chain reaction, a self-amplifying extinction. The universe really doesn't want you to go that fast. And science backs this up with math that's breathtakingly cruel. So, light speed isn't just an unreachable number in Einstein's equations, it's a death sentence written in radiation. The CMB, that gentle whisper of creation, turns into a screaming killer the moment you try to outrun it. You now know the relativistic gamma ray trap. Blueshift turns microwaves into gamma rays. The headlight effect beams them at you. And the GZK limit proves it's already claiming victims on a cosmic scale. Even if you had infinite energy, you'd be atomized before you ever reached that ultimate speed. That's the universe's final brutal word on interstellar travel. But here's the question. Would you still go, knowing it's a one-way funeral pyre? Tell me in the comments. If this blew your mind, like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, because we're just getting started. Thanks for watching, and remember, the cosmos is beautiful, but it's also out to get you.